You are listening to the Inverted Creative Podcast. I'm Allison.
I'm Brian.
And I'm Jen.
Hi, guys. We got a full house in here today.
Hello.
We have Mullet here, and then we also have Mikhile back.
Hello.
Has it been since the Fantasyland episode that we had you on?
Yeah, I think so.
That sounds right.
Yeah,
This is my
as well.
That was a
second.
while ago.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I have returned.
Welcome back. Well, I don't mean to be a downer, but we got to start this off with a kind of a crappy topic. Because it's April Fool's Day and we're talking about bathrooms.
Now I see why you're so prepared.
I am the resident expert.
Full disclosure. So I texted Mikhile a few days ago. Also, I don't know if anybody saw the Instagram story. We're recording this on Monday, and I posted the Instagram story today about Allison partied a little too hard over the weekend, and we didn't have an episode ready to go. No, that was totally planned. We were intentionally waiting to drop this on Wednesday.
Yeah, we needed April Fool's Day. Wow,
Wow, way to screw that up already. But I texted Mikhile last week, and I'm like, we want somebody on here who will be fun and have good viewpoints. And he's like, yeah, absolutely, I'll join. What are we talking about? And I'm like, I'm not going to tell you. So yeah, we have been planning a while to do a April Fool's Day episode talking about bathrooms at theme parks.
When you said that, I was literally just like, why? Like, what?
For the not telling you, or for the bathrooms?
And for added context as well, because I was on the phone with Laurel before we got on here, and told her I was doing this recording with you guys, and she was like, "What are you guys going to talk about?" And I was like, "I have literally no idea."
Perfect.
Allison won't tell me.
Sorry. Mostly just did it for the reaction anyway. So we kind of got the idea for this topic. A lot of it started, really, I got the idea whenever we went to Magic Mountain 3 years ago or whatever.
That's I think 4 years ago already.
Was that 4 years ago? Oh my god.
Was that, or no? Was that 22 or 20? That was 23. Never mind. That is 3 years ago.
Yeah. Okay.
I was saying 22.
The Buzz Bars weekend.
Yeah. Straight out stumbles.
Yeah.
Because I remember, I think I used the bathroom. It was like near Ninja or something like that, and I hated absolutely everything about it. And I was joking that I wanted to start a bathroom review account on Instagram and literally like talk about different bathrooms and what their location is like, and find just good bathrooms for people to use at theme parks. And then. Was it I guess that was the same trip when we went to Disneyland.
Yeah.
And I recorded a really stupid video of Mike in front of the bathrooms at Disneyland. And
yeah, you did your little spiel, and then, oh, what do you think, Mike? And I just pop in. I pooped there.
Oh, I know what video you're talking about.
And I was just like, thank you, Mike. It was very much a Family Guy, like. Was it Ollie the Weatherman?
Yeah, here's Ollie Williams with the weather.
It's raining sideways. Thank you, Ollie.
Thank you, Ollie.
That was kind of the basis of all of this.
2 miles away. Anything we
so I just thought it'd be fun.
What kind? Chunky!
So just a silly topic of us talking about theme park bathrooms and just giggling the entire episode about potty jokes.
So what you're telling me is the bits of content that you've been sprinkling throughout the last 3 years have been foreshadowing to this episode.
Sure.
Yeah.
I definitely have had this episode kind of in the works since before the podcast was a thing. So that being said, I really have no real plan for today. So
Yeah, we are going to talk about favorites, best, worst.
also, real quick before we get into it, do y'all want to do trip recaps real quick?
Yeah.
Because I know, Jen, you did parks and Mike did parks without me, but that was fully allowed.
I was going to say I have no trips to recap on, but if you guys want to, you can go ahead.
We can do something quick.
Yeah. I'm going to say some stuff that is very much not an April Fool's joke, and if anyone, I'm prefacing it. If you
got some takes. Jen has some takes to talk about.
Of course, Jen has takes.
I have like a lot of takes. So I went.
When do you not have takes?
Yeah, like I went to Carowinds for the first. It was a redemption trip. I went in the winter. So I always say, like, if anyone ever listens to me, I always think Copperhead's better than Fury, but I don't really give Fury a spot, and I don't judge it very hard because I knew I rode it in like very cold weather, so I didn't ride it. Like, I feel like I didn't really like ride it
wisely.
So Fury's very good. It was running really fast. So Fury is really good. However, Copperhead Strike is still better. Copperhead Strike's so good. So good. I actually like got there and I went and I rode it and I was like, I'm really disappointed. Like, that was not a good ride. But then I rode it 4 more times and all 4 rides were incredible. It was just like a fluke in the morning. Copperhead Strike is the best thing in that park. So,
all right, Allison. If you're taking applications for a new podcast host, I mean, for anyone who doesn't know, Chain Dogs isn't really much of a thing anymore.
I'm sad about that, by the way.
I've got a lot of free time.
Copperhead Strike is better than Fury.
Yeah, that is certainly a take of all time.
Yeah, Fury definitely is, like, it. I was right not to judge Fury for my rides that I had the first time I rode it. Like, it definitely I would not have judged it very well based off of how it actually rides. Like, that thing is crazy and it's so much fun. But Copperhead Strike, dude, it's so unique.
I need you to go into this, what is it about Copperhead Strike that elevates it for you? Like,
I love.
feel like I know what you're about to say, but go ahead.
It's the hang time. Like, where else are you getting hang time like that? Like, my whole thing is, like, I feel like Copperhead Strike is such a. I don't want to say it's unique because clearly we have roller coasters that do that and focus on those things, but like, we don't have many of them.
Okay.
So I just feel like when I get on Fury, I've ridden so many hypers, and yes, it's a very good Giga, but essentially, like, hypers and Gigas kind of do the same thing. Sure, it's kind of like an Intamin and B&M had a baby, so it's a little unique, but I feel like Copperhead Strike is like such a unique ride. So I'm getting feelings on that ride that I very rarely get on other roller coasters that I've ridden. Not saying I don't get that, but it's a lot more rare.
I would say it's probably the most, like, obviously taking like the joking, like, you're wrong as hell, get off your own podcast out of the way and everything. I'd probably say it's the most unique coaster in the park, like, strictly from, but more so from a standpoint of what I really like about Copperhead Strike is just how varied it is in its forces.
Yes,
like, very rarely do you get positives, hang time, and back to positives all in the same element, which is basically what the first loop is to me. Like, there's a lot going on. A lot of different things going on, and I really enjoy that.
Copperhead seems like it runs best when it's cold out, too. I do. When we went for the Stumble back in was that 22, Allison?
Yes, that one was 22.
So that Saturday that we were there, Ace also had a small event. So Ace had morning ERT. It was somewhere in the upper 30s, low 40s, to the point where it was so cold, it was very, very, very close to stalling in the top of the loop.
Oh wow!
And those were probably some of my favorite rides on that thing.
Yeah, I definitely think my first trip where it was so cold that like at one point we thought Fury was going to close. Um and then we had ERT in the morning in freezing cold weather. Like I definitely think it ran a little bit better then because it was running so slow, but still this trip that we went, like it's still just it feels way different than the majority of roller coasters that we experience.
It is a very solid ride.
Yeah. It's just
And
it's just unique.
and I hate everybody that says, "Oh, it's got a weak launch. It's got a weak launch."
It's supposed
The
to.
launches, yeah, the launches aren't meant to
Yeah, like
be
that.
like a King Ka, like melt your face with the
Yeah.
amount of speed and acceleration.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's meant to hang in that loop. It's
It's
meant to
just
kind
supposed
of
to give
hang
you
through
It's
that
clearly
other kind
intentional,
of
yeah, for sure.
that like cut back inversion in the very after the second launch. It's meant to kind of
Yeah.
have some hang time.
I feel like
I would,
everyone's so stuck on speed, but like that ride truly it's a science of like you want as little speed as possible to get you through those elements. You
Yeah.
don't want the speed.
No, you
well,
don't.
like it even to add on to that, like you think about like whether you want it to accelerate like faster to get to the same speed or not, like that's another thing entirely. But the way it hits that first launch, and like there's the positives going into launch, there's so much hang time at the top, there's positives coming out of the launch, like it progresses through it really intentionally slowly for that reasons that we're mentioning. But then the hill after it, there's no slow spot in that hill. It's pure ejector. So
Yeah.
Oh
like
yeah,
think about
that is a
the speed that it gets to is like it's meant for certain for certain elements to give you hang time and like a slow like setup to what's coming after, and then for that following element to be taken really fast. Like you think about the cutback, there's that really quick, like almost like Stengel dive-ish turn after it into the second loop. That's all intentional, right?
Yeah.
So like I feel like
they make those
yeah,
elements tall enough that you get the effect you want with the hang time,
yeah,
but you still have that speed to be able to hit those other elements fast.
exactly.
Yeah. It's such a well thought out layout, like the elements, all of it. It's just such a well done ride. And starting with a JoJo roll, like just so good.
I always forget that JoJo rolls there, but I do it. I like whenever I'm reminded of it. I know how much I enjoyed it. No,
I literally sat down in
really
the
good
first.
time. It is.
Yeah, I literally sat down in the first row and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I forgot about the JoJo roll." Like, what is this? I forgot about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it's just an incredible ride.
it is. I think 98% of it is a really good layout. There is a spot in the second half where I feel like it is just kind of meandering, trying to get to the brakes, but there's like a little ejector airtime like bump like before it hits the brakes that like kind of brings it back to what it's trying to achieve. But there's a little bit in that second half that's just kind of like, okay, what are we doing now? like but it's just that one moment though. The rest of it I think is executed really well.
Yeah.
I'm never going to say it's better than Fury though.
Never.
That's not happening on my watch.
Yeah, I think that's
I think
probably
yeah,
third
sorry,
best in the park.
third best is wild.
It's close between second and third because Afterburn,
When it's
it's running
going
well,
back and
that
forth
thing
on whether I
hits.
prefer Afterburn or not.
Afterburn is a really good
Yeah.
invert. I do really like that ride, but I don't know. I just I
It's
don't
no
know.
Talon.
But
It's
yeah,
no doubt.
I would definitely say Copperhead is the most unique of the like major thrill coasters in the park, just purely because you get so many different kind of forces all in one coaster. You can't really say, well, you can't say that at all about Afterburn. It's just positives, but you
Yeah.
can't really say it that like you get strong positives, you get crazy sense of speed, and like some really good airtime moments in Fury. But in terms of like the switching between each force and feeling like different forces in the same element, it's there's definitely more of that on Cuphead Strike.
I
Yeah.
agree.
And it's cute as hell. That theme is really like, well,
Yeah.
stylization. Like it's
Yeah.
really it's actually really well done. Like
It is
It really is.
it's a really well done. Like that ride is just perfectly executed. Like sure, standalone, like staring at the coaster, like just coaster to coaster, like yes, Fury is probably like the better coaster, but the way that I look at it is like if I walk into that park, I'm gonna marathon Copperhead Strike and I might ride Fury a couple times. Like I just, and so for me it makes it a better coaster. Like which one am I going to go for more? Which one am I coming back for more? Like so I get why people think that Fury is the better ride. I definitely do, but for me, Copperhead Strike is yeah,
I think I just figured out why you like Copperhead so much.
Why?
Because you're a Europa Park stand now, and you just love everything Mach.
Well, one of my first mocks ever was Copperhead Strike. Like, I was so excited the first time I went to Carowinds because I'm like, this is like one of my first mocks. I've heard amazing things. Like, I'm so excited to ride this ride. And I loved it from that first time I was on it. But again, I always prefaced it with like, I know it was running very cold. So I know that like Copperhead Strike was set up for these perfect running conditions and Fury was set up for not so perfect running conditions. But it was like, yeah, I have loved Copperhead Strike since my first visit to the park in, I think, 2022. So I promise. Maybe 2023. I can't remember.
We're just all confusing 22 and 23. It's fine.
Yeah. It was like, it might have been 2020. No, I think it was 2022.
2022 is when we went, isn't it, Allison?
Was it that long ago?
I think I'm pretty sure it was 2022. Yeah, because
Yeah,
it was.
I think it was the weekend before Texas.
It was 2022 because that was the year, because I did that was part of my trip that I did, that I went to Carowinds with you, went down to Orlando for a week, 5 days, and then it was the Atlanta stumble.
Yeah, because I was still living in Atlanta at the time.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And that's when I got hit by a hurricane in Florida in September.
That's
again.
right.
And that's why I will never go to Florida in September again.
Yeah.
The 2 times I've been to Orlando in September, both times hurricane passed through the joint and closed everything.
I love to do that in September. Yeah. Okay, so I did like almost everything else at that park, which was nice because I haven't ridden most things at Carowinds. I think the first time I went, it was Winterfest, so like a lot was closed. The Arrow Looper was an Arrow Looper.
Yeah, Carolina
But
Cyclone.
the great thing about that, if you look at where some of the paint has chipped away, you can see this beautiful dark blue.
Yeah.
Showing the original paint for the trains that came from the Great Vortex at Kings Island.
Always comes back to Kings Island somehow.
It always comes back, yeah. I did notice the blue, but I did not realize that it was because of Kings Island. That's so funny.
Yeah, when Vortex closed, they shipped the trains down there for parts.
Yeah,
and
Carolina Cyclone.
They used some of the bodies because they were in a little bit better shape. And they also did the same thing with Firehawk. They sent those trains down there for Nighthawk. May it rest in a scrapyard where it
I was
belongs.
gonna say.
Yeah, it was
I don't
kind
know
of
if his
funny
peace was
walking through
resting
the
in.
park.
And not seeing it.
Yeah, and it's just like all the footers are there, and
Yeah.
like clearly there was something there, and there's just nothing there. I was like, wow, this is weird. But yeah, no, everything else was fine. Nothing else really to report.
Did you ride Vortex? Speaking of Vortex.
That's the stand up, right?
Yeah.
I did. I mean,
Why?
it wasn't even long enough. Like for real, it wasn't even long enough for me to like not be like
for
it was
anything.
so short. So like I didn't even have time to be mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, why couldn't they knock over part of Nighthawk and have it crush the rest of Vortex?
Oh no.
Yeah. It was pretty bad though.
It
The
is
only
such
way
a
I could convince
nothing
myself
ride.
to ride Vortex the last time I did was when we were at Golden Tickets. I literally went. It was after the awards and they had the ride open. I went to the bar, got a beer, walked over to the entrance, chugged said beer, and then rode it.
Yeah, that would have been kind of nice.
I did not partake in that.
No, you didn't.
We do not,
Yeah,
we do not condone alcohol consumption on this podcast.
Yeah.
At least not until Jen on videos.
Yeah, not until I make my Patreon videos. No, it was like, yeah, the rest of the park was fine. We did everything else. However, then we had the main section of the trip because we went to Dollywood, where I
here we
also
go.
have some hot takes.
I'm afraid of this.
I feel
There is literally no convincing me. Tennessee Tornado and Thunderhead are the best rides in that park, and there is not any other competition. Like anyone else who says anything else is better, like anyone, yeah, I don't know what I'm saying, but if you think anything else is better, you're just wrong. I do not think that opinions matter here. Opinions, like, no, this is fact.
I mean, you're allowed to have your own opinion, but your
Shut up,
opinion's
Mullet.
wrong.
It's fact.
I feel like I'm the only one who's allowed to tell him to shut up. But
Okay, well, I just told him to shut up, so I don't understand.
I will say Tennessee Tornado is the best aero looper. It is the best aero looper ever built.
no, I actually
I don't agree with that either.
Oh, I do.
Which one's better?
Canyon
Viper.
Blaster.
What? This is some of the dumbest stuff I've ever heard in my life.
Actually,
Viper is the best
Man,
aero looper on planet Earth.
so I have not ridden Viper yet. But actually, you
Viper
might
at
be
Six Flags
you might be onto something with Canyon Blaster. I did forget about that.
So good.
We haven't had this conversation yet about Canyon Blaster.
Canyon Blaster was like, so Jen, imagine Carolina Cyclone, but it's running like it's on crack. Like it carried so much speed through that layout.
Yeah, see, so you're talking to someone who hates arrows with like a passion that can't even be explained.
That's not true because you love Tennessee Tornado.
Well, yeah, but telling me that the shaping that is on every other arrow goes even faster sounds like I'd rather die. The computer generation that was used in Tennessee Tornado is the only thing that made that thing good. Like,
it's
if
hard to
Arrow
explain.
could have made new rides and not gone bankrupt, game changing.
Also, fun fact: I just pulled up RCDB and Thunder Striker came up on your Carowinds note.
Yeah, sorry, I'm ranting, but like you telling me that a standard arrow looper with the hand drawn diameters and stuff is going faster sounds awful. That sounds like the worst thing ever.
Have any of you seen the video of what Viper at Magic Mountain looked like its opening year? How the drop was shaped. That just reminded me of that. Let me see if I can find it. But no, I also just want to let the record show that the views and opinions shared by Mike and I am assuming Allison as well on Canyon Blaster are those of their own. I have nothing to do with that because that ride was like I had you guys in my mind while I was while I was riding that ride last year. Basically the entire time that I was at Adventure Dome, which admittedly was not that long, but every time, like, I rode it like 3 times just to like see like where it was best in the train and stuff, and I was like, this is what they were hyping up. Like,
maybe you just got on a bad day or something because it was ridiculous. I almost said words I'm not supposed to say on the podcast.
Yeah, it was decent, but I was like, I was not getting anything like above and beyond what I've gotten on so many other arrow loopers, like, and I kept banging my knees on the seat in front of me.
Which yeah, that was kind of
this is annoying.
Not great.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't.
Anyway, Dolly,
would you agree though that like that thing just absolutely flew?
No, like it. Well, no, not for me. At least, like, I was like it did have some like speed in it, but it didn't fly like Viper flew for me. When I got back to
long time since I've been on Viper, so
yeah. When I got back to I got back to Magic Mountain last year, it had been 14 years since the first time I rode Viper, and I remembered really enjoying Viper the first time I rode it, and wanted to get back on it again to see if I still felt the same way. It rode so well, like it rode just as good as I remembered, if not like, and then some. And we're talking about arrow shaping, like that. Like Viper obviously still has its like arrow shaping in it, but it just like for whatever reason it just like those trains track so well it doesn't feel rough. Like they track so well down the drop, through like the speed that it carries through the loops and then the turns in between the loops. It rides so well. I need to go back.
So I found a promotional video from when that ride was opening. I see what you mean about the drop.
You see the drop? There's no banking.
Like, it has some. It had some jank to it.
It's so bad.
I sent you that video.
They reprofiled
also, Allison.
Yeah, I was just watching it.
Yeah. That profiling. But yeah, Sallywood, Jen, take it away.
It's hilarious. Yeah, sorry, this is your trip recap. You go ahead. I'm talking way too much. I apologize.
Keeping on the arrow, me and Joey got a 35-degree, like it was closing any second, 35-degree, like super heavy snow ride on Tennessee Tornado.
I saw your pictures from that.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
what?
Only 2 people on the entire train. The train was so light that we stopped and came into the brake run, and it took like 5 minutes for us to roll into the station. Like, I thought we were gonna get evac'd. We were just like sitting on the brake run because gravity wouldn't do its thing because the train was so light. Like, crazy. And it was snowing so hard that the whole entire ride, I'm like trying to cover my face, and I was like, this is the worst decision I ever made. This is so painful. I'm not riding anything else the rest of the day. I am done. My face is in so much pain. I got off and my face was like, I was like a tomato. Like, my face was so red. My eyes hurt. Like, it was so intense, but it was really cool. So we have a picture of just like us in the train and not a single other person in the entire train.
Oh, you need to send me that photo.
Yeah, it's really cool. The ride-ups, we were like, can we be weird? Can you take a photo of us?
I would have done the same.
Yeah, it was so good. But that ride is like my favorite in the park. It's fantastic. Also Thunderhead. Like, I love Thunderhead with such a passion. Like, which is crazy
Man.
considering my hate for wooden coasters.
That's true.
Like,
I forgot about your hatred of them.
I hate wooden coasters. So for me to walk up and be like, "Oh, the wooden coaster is the best in the park," is like
a huge deal.
that's kind of crazy.
Thunderhead has been running really good the last few years.
Yeah, so
with all
I've
the
only
retracking
ridden
they've done.
I've only ridden Thunderhead after that big section of retrack and when they put in like some of the dampers for the noise and stuff. So what was that in like 22 or 23? I think
Something
23.
like that.
So I've only ridden it after that. But now at this point I've ridden it like 12 times. I love it. It's so good. Maybe even more than that. I think during ERT I rode it more than 10 times.
It's the best GCI on planet Earth.
Yeah, it's so good.
Straight up.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
It is.
So I heard about like that year where it got a lot of retracking done in the off season, and then I haven't heard about any other any other future retracking like bits of like little projects that have come like after that. But it feels like it's just ran better and better, like year after year after that retracking. Yeah. And when I got back on it at the end of 2024, I was like, I personally, I think I do maybe have it ranked above Lightning Rod now. I have a thing about Lightning Rod that I won't get into on this podcast, but
we got to get to our actual topic at some point.
You're right.
Yeah.
Thunderhead was my favorite GCI before this trip a couple of years ago. Well, but a year and some change ago. Now people have gone and be like, oh, it's definitely my favorite in the park. Like Lightning Rod is nowhere near it anymore. I'm not gonna go that far, but I think it is my favorite in the park now. Like, because Laurel and I got fireworks rides on Thunderhead during Christmas in 2024.
That's cool.
It was glorious.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Thing's running unbelievable. Like running really good doesn't even do it justice. Like
it's just like
it's chef's kiss of a GCI. It's amazing.
It's such an incredible GCI. Like it has the perfect amount of airtime, like laterals. It's so long. It just keeps going and there's not a dull moment the entire ride. Like I absolutely love that ride. Yeah, I did Lightning Rod for the first time and Big Bear Mountain. Both of them were new for me. I have beef with the restraints on Lightning Rod. My legs are too long. I have a giant bruise on my calf because they like stapled me in, and being stapled for me on that ride.
How'd you manage that?
Because so the guy stapled me, which like for me on that ride, the limiting factor is the length of my legs. So when he stapled me, there was nowhere for my legs to go. So my legs were like pinned up under the seat. So every time I got airtime, I still have it. Wait, this is 2 weeks later.
Oh man.
Wow.
2 weeks later and I still have it. Like
that's wild.
I was so bruised. I was in so much pain. Like, so I have beef with those.
I would have thought you would have said on your shin because of the shin guards, but
no, it was my legs were like on top of it. I was wearing like a little bit of a platform shoe, like a sneaker. So my legs were even longer than normal, and they were just like literally pinned up under the thing because I guess I'm like skinny enough that the restraint has to come down more, and there was nowhere for my legs. Like,
yeah, that makes sense.
So I don't have that issue on the new RMC trains, but on the old RMC trains, I have a really hard time with it. And so when they staple me in, it's like now there's literally nowhere for my legs to go except for slamming into the back of the seat. So unfortunately, I have a giant bruise on my leg from Lightning Rod, but that was fun. I mean, it's just fine. I just feel like even if it had the launch, it's still like a pretty weak RMC. And at this point, like it's all steel. So there's like not even a quarter of it that's wood anymore. So I don't know.
Yeah, they
I wasn't
retracked some more of it apparently over the off season. I don't know how much they did.
there's literally like nothing that's wood anymore. It's kind of crazy. It's yeah. I don't even remember. Yeah, Flyer's fine. I really like the fire department one.
Fire
Fire
Chaser Express.
Fire
Yeah.
Chaser, yeah.
I
Fire Chaser
really like
Express
that.
is fun.
The
I
theming
made
was
the mistake of going into that expecting an intensity level of Verbolten, and it is not that. Like, it's not on the same level of like just how dynamic it is as Verbolten, but it does what it's supposed to do really well.
yeah.
So once I got past
It's
that, I was like, this is really fun.
yeah, it's like the perfect family coaster in my opinion. Like good theming, like it's a lot more thrilling. Like I feel like for the kids it's a lot more thrilling. Like it's
Oh
a nice
yeah,
stepping stone
up
because
on
of the
that hill as well.
backwards. Yeah, like it's so tall and then being
Yeah.
backwards like that, it's a really nice stepping stone to some of their bigger rides. I think it's great in that park and the theming is so good. Yeah.
What did you think of Big Bear Mountain?
I thought it was really fun. Like it's very cute. I don't have really any negative things to say. I'm not raving about it because it's like a kid's coaster, but I think the shaping's really nice. When the audio is working, the audio is an awesome touch. We had 3 rides, 2 of which the audio wasn't working. But yeah, I think it's very cute.
Do you think it felt really speedy in the second half? I thought it kept a good like speed through.
I think it's got pretty
entire-
good pacing.
The entire second.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd call it speedy, but it definitely had good pace. Like I wasn't at any point thinking it was slow, but I don't know if I would be like, "Oh wow, that was so fast."
The
Yeah.
biggest thing that ride needs is just for them to let the trees grow in.
Some trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once the trees grow
Some
in,
more
that
interesting
ride is going to
landscaping.
have that ride's going to be phenomenal. Which is
Yeah.
a great ride already.
Also, they need to fix the audio on the trains.
I think having audio on trains is always going to be an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Even Disney's had issues with audio on some of their trains.
Yeah, but like if you're gonna have issues with the audio on the train, then don't build a ride around the theming and the audio throughout the layout. Like,
yeah, no, 100%. Also, we all know how much money the Dollywood company has. Like, that is money that you can keep putting into the upkeep of that, component of an attraction. Just the same way you would do it for Blazing Fury. When they eventually redo that ride.
it was also like we got on it when it was like raining and snowing again, and the girl was just like, when our audio didn't work, we came back around and we asked for the other train because we were like, the audio on the other train wasn't working like at all, and she was just like, yeah, if there's any type of rain or like any type of like a little bit bad weather, like some of the trains just don't have any audio. And I'm like, that feels like it's too touchy.
Yeah.
Like she was just like, yeah, they don't have audio in the rain. Like what?
That's your problem.
Creepy. Like,
yeah, that
that could come down to an issue with the system, because basically, if I understand correctly, those have batteries that will essentially last long enough for a single ride. So I wonder if the moisture messes with the charging system.
I don't think so, because the first, like the ride that we had, it was like the audio was like in, and then it was getting like fuzzy and then cutting out, and then like as we were hitting elements, it was impacted. Like the way that the audio was cutting in and out was very much
like you had loose connectors, or
yes,
that could be then.
Yeah, I mean it's cute. I just like, I wish that if we can't figure out audio on rides, I wish that we wouldn't build a ride around the audio. Like, just commit to the fact that we're not having audio.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, but yeah, everything else at Dollywood was really nice. We stayed at Heart Song. It was it was cute, very cute. Yeah.
Nice.
Is staying at Heart Song worth the expenditure? That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard most about people who have
So
stayed there, is that it like you're paying, premium room prices for a hotel experience that doesn't necessarily stack up to that.
so if it was just a hotel, no. However, we went on opening weekend, so the time savers each day saved us
Time.
$240.
Oh, does it include time savers with it?
Yeah, so you get time
Okay.
savers.
Yeah, I
So
didn't
that's
know that.
$240, and then parking at the park is free, or you trolley over. So that's another. I think the parking was like $35. So that's another. What are we at, like $275?
Yeah.
Then there was something else that we like built. Oh, we got discounted tickets, so we saved like that was only like $20. So now we're
Included in the
at
hotel, like, pricing.
So no, but you get cheaper tickets if you do it as a bundle. So we saved like $20 on the
Right,
tickets.
yeah, okay.
So now we're at like $295, and I think I paid $350 for the room.
Mm.
So like essentially, if I was buying all of those things with cash anyway, the room was like $100.
Yeah.
So for me, yes, it was worth it because I was going to go buy all of those things.
That makes sense, yeah.
We sat down and we did the math and we made sure that it was logically like what would make sense, because it was like $350 for a room. It's a lot. But when we did the math, we were like,
Yeah, it sounds like you definitely had the perks that helped make it worthwhile.
Yeah, exactly. So it was like,
Especially
if they didn't have the perks, no, it's like, it's nice, but it's not.
But
nice
also
enough.
that weekend,
okay.
the rest of the hotels in the area are going to be upcharging anyway because they know it's Dollywood opening weekend. So you're going to be paying more elsewhere as well.
Yeah, I think though, because the expected weather, we paid the second night, we didn't book until the day before, or maybe even the day of, and I paid less than $100 for our room. Actually, I think I got an upgraded room at the place we stayed at because it was like $115. But I have also been at Dollywood where we paid $300 for the worst hotel I have ever stayed in my life, to the point that I got in my car and slept in my car. So, I've seen both ends of it, but yeah, I thought it was very worth it just because of the things that come with the room. So,
just out of curiosity, Allison, all of the hotels that Dollywood owns are booked up the weekend we're going.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
So we might be up for some fun.
Good news is I'm not really there as much for the park itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did really enjoy that park. It was my first time really getting to be in that park. Yeah, my only gripe with it is like, especially when it was cold, how are you supposed to handle the cold in a theme park without a beer?
That is valid.
I was so cold, and I was like, the only thing I can think to like truly warm me up is a beer right now.
My answer would be cinnamon bread.
Yes.
Yeah, we had
Personally.
that too. Like,
Cinnamon bread is always the answer.
yeah, but when there's only two of us, we're just gonna like carry it around. It's gonna take us like 3 years to eat it.
You clearly don't eat it the right way.
Why?
Allison witnessed my first cinnamon bread experience at Silver Dollar City. That thing was gone in about 30 seconds.
Yeah, can confirm. We were on FaceTime.
It was incredible.
Yeah, it's really good. I just can't.
It was like, now you see it, now you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found it alarmingly easy to just finish off a loaf by myself.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe it would have been easier had I not. I have just reintroduced gluten. I don't know if I've talked about that. I slowly reintroduced gluten into my diet. So,
Yeah, I did not know that actually.
yeah, I slowly introduced gluten into my diet because Disney changed a lot of their menus to like not have as many good gluten options. So I was eating like really crappy food, and then yeah, it just like wasn't, and then it doesn't like do enough. Yeah, whatever. I reintroduced gluten. So I was also eating like those giant cinnamon rolls and like things like that. So, um, yeah, I was eating like a little bit of everything, but I could not eat the whole entire cinnamon bread. However, we did get it on our way out the first night when we stayed at Heartsong and brought it back. Like I made Joey try it warm, and then we brought it back to the hotel and we ate it.
I'm
So
pretty sure when you stay at one of their resorts, you can have it delivered in the morning for breakfast.
I think so too, and they
Oh my
also
God.
have it
For real?
downstairs.
Really?
Yeah,
You
that
can,
is a game changer, Mikhile.
yeah.
Definitely.
You can also go down to the coffee shop and order it at the coffee shops in the resorts. But I was like, I want it like fresh made. Like, are they making it and then bringing it over from the park, or are they like, where is it being made?
I'm
I want it.
assuming in the mornings they're probably making batches that morning.
Yeah, but still, I don't know. I want it from the park where I watched the little old ladies in the shop like making it and then putting it into containers and then giving it to you. Like, I don't know. It just feels different.
When you can see the cinnamon still crystallizing, like in the
Yeah.
crevices of the loaf.
Like in the coffee shop, they just kind of throw it into a heater and then give it to you warm, and it's like that's no. I need the little old ladies in the shop making it.
Not the little old ladies.
It's part of the charm. I need it. Yeah, but that's the Dollywood recap. We really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Um, Beautiful park. It was a great hotel. Yeah.
I know. We want to get onto the more pressing matter of this podcast, but I would definitely like to hear more about what you liked and didn't like about the park itself as well.
Yeah.
But like another time.
We'll be going to Dollywood again in like a month, so maybe we can plan to do a Dollywood deep dive at some point.
Yeah. I think that's a good plan. We could do a deep dive on it.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, you want to talk about your trip like super quick?
Yeah, I can make mine quick. So that very same weekend, Saturday, I went down with my buddy Josh and his daughter. It was their first time at Six Flags Over Georgia. So we went there for opening day. Park looked nice. They've really been doing some updating, just some repainting, just kind of refreshing a lot of the parks. And you can definitely notice it.
Yeah, they've been doing some good work.
Their
from what I
maintenance
remember
has
from
been
last year.
kind of interesting. They had one train on Georgia, or was it Twisted Cyclone? They had the lap bars were in very interesting positions. Some of the registry points were not consistent. I had my lap bar down where it normally reads as locked, and they came over. They kept pushing and pushing and pushing. I didn't end up fitting. My buddy Josh, who's probably about the same size, fit no problem. And he even said the night before they went to Fun Spot, he's like, those restraints were significantly tighter than Airy Force. So I'm very, very curious about that. Not the only time. With Daredevil Dive, they repeatedly were they have 3 cars on there: blue, white, and silver. Blue car, every single time it came around, they were walking at least one person. But then you'd see people bigger than them get on the white or the silver car, no problem. So I think they're just having some issues calibrating their lap bars. But we had a good day. Mindbender was running great as always. Batman was just absolutely murdering you with the positives like always.
Oh, how was Gold Rusher, by the way?
Gold Rusher didn't even have the car on the track.
Oof.
That's crazy.
I don't know if it's got it on there yet.
Was that over Georgia's opening weekend as well?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so
Um,
they might just be late on
the
getting it ready for the year.
the ops definitely left a lot to be desired. And I think with the whole merger, I think we're going to see the Six Flags ops hopefully get to where the Cedar Fair parks typically are, where they're a lot better. It's just going to take time. But I did, for the first time, use my meal plan at a Six Flags park, and it was seamless. It worked perfectly. Like, they scanned my pass. It brings up the same interface that they have at the Cedar Fair parks. So it was nice and easy to use. Drink cups work just fine for the paper cup now. Yeah, we had a good day. There was a very heavy security presence. They were, so you know where Goliath, like right by the tram stop, goes over the path, like the walkway from the parking lot. They had security there checking IDs because of the chaperone policy. And then you went through security, you get up to scan your ticket. They were checking IDs again. And then you get into the park, just in case anybody had slipped by. Like when we went to go up towards Scorcher and Daredevil Dive, they were checking IDs again.
Oh man.
Man,
So
they're not playing
they
around.
and I know that they've had issues on opening day in the past. So they're not messing around. They're not taking any chances.
Yeah, they've had a lot of fights like recently.
Yeah. Yeah, they've had issues both inside and outside the park, so they're just not taking any chances. Which is good to see that they're actually taking issues serious, because there was also one of these Facebook groups where people were posting about they're planning a takeover at the park.
Yeah.
So they definitely
Honestly,
weren't
that
joking
might
around.
be why then.
Yeah. Yeah, so we had a good day there. That night we drove up to Carowinds. We stayed at they're actually on the way up there. Got a +1 that Allison doesn't have. Went to Frankie's Fun Park in Greenville, South Carolina. Got myself a new Visa spinner. It was
I'm missing out.
It was actually a kind of a neat park.
I thought you were about to try and sell an SBF Visa spinner to us. I was like...
So it's one of your typical, scene 75, Malibu Jacks, all of these FECs, but it was a little bit bigger than a lot of them. So they had the coaster outside, they had putt-putt, they had one of the like pendulum rides, and then I don't remember what they actually called it. But like the old rotor where you stand up against the wall and it spins and it kind of pins you to the wall.
Oh, yeah.
So the new one that they just revealed at IAPA, they have one of those outside. Like, it had a really nice collection of stuff to do. I think they call them like zero gravity or something. But yeah, it was a really neat little spot. It's right off the highway, so it was probably a 30-minute stop I grabbed food while I was there on that exit, and nice, quick, easy. Stayed at the Spring Hill Suites where we stayed for Stumble 325. Was able to tell Josh the lore of the patio and all the beers, all the beers that were consumed that night.
I don't know why I'm laughing like I was there, but
I was there.
You've seen the video,
I know
so you know
it, yeah.
the stories. Yeah, next morning we got up, went to the park. It was honestly not very crowded considering it was opening day or opening weekend. It was the day right after Jen was there.
I was gonna say, so that was the
Missed Jen by a day.
following day.
Um, but it was kind of a relaxed day. We went into it. They had not been to that park yet either, so we went into it. Really, they just wanted to get Thunder Striker and Fury were the two priority, and anything else after that was kind of a bonus.
God, I miss Fury now.
So we did get Fury. We had a handful of rides. Josh was able to make Copperhead Strike his number 100, so that was fun.
Nice.
It was his first JoJo roll. Yeah, and then that was the weekend. We drove home, raced storms to get home before they hit, and yeah.
I stayed home. I didn't feel like going.
Yeah, I mean,
To
you
parks
also
that I've spent years going to.
lived by the one park for how long?
20 years.
And then have been to the other one many times.
Yeah.
So
I didn't feel like sitting in a car for that. So
yeah, it was a lot of driving, but it was a good time. It was nice to get on some coasters and kind of kick off the season.
yeah, just let you have your time with your friend.
Yeah.
Get away from me for a little while. All right, now let's talk about something that you're very experienced in, Mike.
Alrighty.
And that's using bathrooms at parks.
I have many notes.
Yeah. You've got to lead this one. It's
I will say I wrote literally my notes. I don't have many. But think about like what criteria is important in a good theme park bathroom / bathroom in general. One of these really applies to me more than anybody else because I'm weird. But talking about location and where it sits and all that, cleanliness, size of the stall, flow of the bathroom, make sure everything is,
that is a thing.
That is definitely a thing. Continuation of theming for those places. And then for me, if it's automatic toilets or not, because I will actively avoid bathrooms with automatic toilets. Fun fact.
That's so annoying.
Another thing that I kind of take into account is capacity.
Yeah.
Because I'll use one of the bathrooms that is on my worst list. Right inside of Kings Island, right inside the front gate. Off to the right, there's the men's bathroom. Massive bathroom. You have, I believe, 4 urinals and a single stall.
That's
oh
crazy.
My god!
Like
that is horrific.
Like what are you doing?
Like what are we doing?
That is not an efficient use of space.
Like there's definitely room for. They definitely could have built a wall and added more urinals or a stall or something, but no, they did not.
Yeah. Before we get too into this too, I feel like I have to dedicate this episode. RIP to the bathrooms at the Wonders of Life Pavilion in Epcot because they were the best bathrooms, and that's.
Oh, those were.
They did everything perfectly. Everything. They were fantastic, and no one really knew about them, so they were always kind of quiet.
Oh, those are the best bathrooms.
I would go out of my way to go to those bathrooms, but now they're dead. So I'm dedicating this episode to the Wonders of Life Pavilion bathrooms.
I don't think I ever used them.
Oh, they were only open during festivals because they used that building as the festival center. So if you went into the festival areas, they would use those bathrooms. So yeah.
I think the only bathrooms I used at Epcot that I can remember at least were the ones in the Creations building.
Oh, those ones are only good because of capacity.
Yeah.
Wait. Why do you not use automatic toilets?
I just hate them. Oh. So, I mean, some of it is there is like I forget what's the name of the phobia or whatever, aquamechanophobia. I also have a fear of like pool drains.
That is a word. What did you
Yeah,
just say?
aquamechanophobia. Like I found out about it and I'm like, yep, that is me in a nutshell. Machines or man-made objects such as pipes, drains, propellers, or submerged vehicles associated with water. So that automatic toilets, don't like them. They just freak me out. Pool drains, I don't go in the deep end of pools, and we're lucky when I go to a water park. Exposed pipes under a sink freak me out. It's really weird. And you're learning a lot about me right now, and I'm surprised I'm talking about it on the podcast. But all that to say, I don't like automatic toilets.
I learned that is the thing that I have learned today. Aquamechanophobia, that is a word and a half. I
don't love automatic toilets.
That existed.
Yeah. I don't love automatic toilets just because I feel like they never work right, and then my butt's wet.
I like them when they work when they're supposed to.
Yeah.
It's
like if I walk into a bathroom and it's an automatic toilet, I will generally get in the stall and just like stare at it for a little bit and be like, how badly do I really need to go right now?
Oh my god.
Special shout out to the bathrooms at SeaWorld San Diego, which flushed underneath me when I was using it, not once but twice.
Yeah.
Like the first time it did it, I'm like, okay, I still gotta go. And then I did, and it flushed under me again, and I was pissed off. I decided to never use bathrooms at SeaWorld San Diego again. Thankfully, I think that was at the end of the day. But.
When I was at Disneyland Paris, I like went into Studios Park, and like the bathroom when you first walk in, I had to pee so bad. I was like running into the park to go to the bathroom, and I like everything's fine. And then I sit down and I start to pee, and the bathroom, like the toilet is just like, I'm going to never-ending flush. So the entire time with the fullest bladder I've ever had in my life, like my bladder was so full, my stomach hurt.
Oh, I hate that.
And it is continuously flushing the entire time.
I would have just ran out.
It was awful. It was so bad. And I was like, now I feel like I'm stuck here because by the time I cleaned myself up, because now I'm covered in fucking water. Oh.
This is how we get Jen to bring up that score again.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, I'm covered in water now, and I can't just like out and go to a different stall because this is going to take so much time, and I have to go to the bathroom. So, it was awful. It was so bad. Sorry.
It was the
got Jen worked up.
I do try.
If you'd have kept on going, I probably wouldn't have noticed.
I noticed.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
I also feel like it's a little easier to edit if I like catch it and then she could just like bleep me and keep going.
True.
We all knew what happened. Sorry.
I will say bathrooms are not something that I think about much when it comes to theme park, honestly. So like I can very rarely recall like the bathrooms at parks because I'm never really paying that much attention to them.
But that just means where you can contribute, it means it's something significant about it.
Well, so I mean, I was gonna say like the only ones that I can really put to like any clear memory are the ones in Klugheim at Phantasialand.
I knew you were gonna say Phantasialand because they're really well themed.
What's funny is I don't remember the Klugheim bathroom.
Have you seen the ones in Klugheim? Can you blame me?
Well,
I might need to look him up.
The Klugheim ones, are you talking about the ones that are over by Rutmores?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was an early impression of Klugheim for me because we came in Mystery Castle entrance.
Right.
We went in, did Mystery Castle, and then I think when we went in to hit Terran, we hit that bathroom.
Yeah.
And I just walked in. I'm like, wow, those are very, very heavily themed.
Yep.
I don't know if I used those bathrooms.
I don't know if I've seen them either.
That's wild. I thought you would have. I thought that would have been one of the main points that you were getting ready to bring up because of this
You know the ones that I have on my list? I have genuinely 2 that I actually wrote down, and one of them is the Rookberg bathrooms.
Yeah,
the Rookberg ones as well. Really, really well.
They're so well.
Like there's a chain coming down from the ceiling, and the tank is like up on the top of the wall.
Yeah.
And you're like,
also, you can see the roller coaster supports.
Yeah, that too.
I like that.
I Google searched Klugheim bathroom Phantasialand and nothing came up.
Yeah, I don't see
You
any.
might have a hard time finding
You might,
pictures in a
I'm
bathroom.
I'm not going to tell you to go like such. You might have to
Okay.
open up a vlog
I
or
found
on YouTube or something.
one. Is that it? Is that the bathrooms that you're thinking of?
No, I think
okay.
that might.
What is
be,
it?
I mean, it's similar to those. I think that. I kid you not. There was a thing floating around of someone redoing their bathrooms in their bathroom in their house.
Yes,
or maybe in like
I saw that's literally when I looked up the Klugheim bathroom.
Yeah,
that was the first thing that came up.
Yeah, I see it.
They have like a Terran sign on the wall, and
they redid the bathroom in their house to look like the Klugheim bathrooms.
That's crazy.
Hey Mike, can I make a request?
What's that?
That we redo our bathroom to Terran.
I'm gonna be
it's
so
a
real.
possibility.
I really thought that you were gonna be like, "Can we go back?" Because I have to see.
A valid thing too. Listen, the soundtrack got me back to Phantasialand the second time.
Oh my god! I am watching the video of that bathroom. Like they put a window behind the toilet that's actually a TV screen, and they're showing the Terran POV on it.
That's incredible.
That's
so, like, you're basically riding a toilet on the Terran track.
Except for you're sitting facing the other direction.
Backwards POV, perfect.
Yes. Incredible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess that is it.
That's what we should do: is put a TV in the guest bathroom right in front of the toilet, and let people watch POVs.
So when I searched it, a website called Wonderlog came up. So Toiletten Klugheim. Highlighted reviews. Good for pee-pee. That is one of the 5-star reviews.
In the wise words of our good friend Gabby, pee pee poo poo.
Pretty much.
Oh my gosh. You know what bathrooms really stand out to me? Sorry, changing subject. The ones in Super Mario World in Epic.
I don't think I use those either.
I was gonna say, I don't know if I went into those ones.
So it's like you're going into the underwater world at Mario. So it has all of the underwater music and all of
really
the
cool.
fish and it's really cool.
I didn't see it. No, I'm gonna have to go look for it.
Yeah, now you have to go back to Epic. You're welcome.
Oh, no.
I don't even remember what bathrooms I used at Epic.
That's kind of my thought. Exactly.
Oh my god, all of the Epic bathrooms I feel like are pretty well themed. Like
I'm not shocked at all.
Other than the Celestial Park ones, because like
I was gonna say, and I feel like those are the only ones I
used. Yeah, because there was
like
the one over by Stardust.
You gotta call Laurel in. Laurel had food poisoning when we went to Epic Universe. You gotta call Laurel in for this.
So you're telling me she pulled a John Mike. Got it.
This is why we almost had John Mike on here. I'm like, he's gonna kill me when I mention the reasoning why I was considering it.
Yeah,
because I know he had food poisoning at parks.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the Epic ones are all really well themed. I really like the ones in Darkmoor too. The How to Train Your Dragon ones are like a little less, but they're still cute.
Mikhile, you look perplexed.
I'm trying to think of like where they all are, like in the areas. I don't feel like I paid any attention to where the bathrooms are, apart from The one next to
I
Stardust.
remember using one in the How to Train Your Dragons area, but I
Yeah,
don't
I
remember
use
the
those.
theming.
I use those
It
too.
was right by
They have like a lot of
Hiccups.
really pretty art in there.
Right next to
Like
Hiccups.
they have cute art
I
and like
did use those. Yeah, I did use those.
yeah. So there are some good ones in Epic. But they're always busy. There's always a line.
Well, yeah, it's epic.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, everyone when you go back to go to the Super Nintendo World ones because they were so cute. I love that they have a completely different theme than the whole entire rest of the area. Like doing the underwater theme for the bathroom is just like so
Yeah, that's
cute.
That's
awesome.
clever.
That's awesome.
I love it a
That's
lot.
great.
I would like to bring up my favorite theme park bathrooms I've ever been in. And that's when they built an entire tangled area around bathrooms at
Oh,
Magic Kingdom.
Yep, I had those on my list.
Yeah.
those are the best bathrooms. Like they're up there. I also really like the Norway bathrooms in Epcot. Both are like top
I
notch
forgot about the
theming
Norway ones. Those
and
ones are good.
yeah, both have like the best theming of any bathroom I've ever been in, and they're huge.
I can't think of those ones. I don't think about bathrooms that much. No. If you can have like little thematic Easter eggs like in a bathroom in a themed area, that's just a cool, funny thing. Like you then have to go and search, like just in your
Yeah,
experience of that themed land, and that's awesome. Like that's a whole like thing, like a notable thing that you can put into somebody's like reception of that themed land. So
Like,
yeah,
there's things like Six
I'm in
Flags
support of
parks
this
can
message.
do. Like, I think of the bathrooms right outside of Twisted Cyclone at Over Georgia. Basic as anything. Add a little bit of like hurricane theming to it. Tie in the theme. It's right there.
like the first bathrooms that I really remember being themed and like they stick with me. Busch Gardens Tampa, the ones at Montu that have the mirror effects.
Yes.
Like
See,
not
I
that
remember that. I remember that.
yeah, I think that the effect is gone now, but still like if Busch Gardens Tampa was a lot better park at that point, but like come on. Busch Gardens can do it. Throw some detail in there.
I'm trying to remember if I don't think I went and looked for it the last time I was there last November, but the time before that, 2023 when I went down, I definitely saw it then. So
Yeah.
if it's been taken out within the last, I guess 3 years, then
Have you
yeah.
been to any of the United Parks in the last 3 years? So
I went back to Busch Gardens Tampa last November with my friend Sammy. But we spent like we were like we rode Kumba like 5 times. We rode Montu a bunch of times. Gwazi didn't open until 3 p.m., so we got one ride on Gwazi. I rode Montu again, and then we were out of there. So like it was kind of like a whistle stop kind of.
yeah.
Let's just get on these rides and get out because
The last time I went, I got on Gwazi once and Montu like twice, and getting on Gwazi with a station wait took over an hour.
yep.
That tracks.
So
Yep.
I was like, I think that I'm done with this park for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. But yeah, to get back on track,
Sorry.
I did not see it then. I don't think, but like I used I thought that Tutankhamun hidden like Tutankhamun like behind the bathroom mirror. I thought that was
Yeah.
that was great. No, my thing with theme park bathrooms is just my brain up until now. Like my brain rarely goes past just functionality and convenience. So just like to Mike's point, make it as capacity filled as possible. Put as many urinals and for in the case of males, obviously, and stalls in there as you can fit. So people aren't having to wait like 20 minutes to go to the bathroom and stuff. And one thing that I will say about, I can't think of any other parks that do this. There probably are parks that do this, other parks that do this, but the bathrooms at Alton Towers having entrances on both sides of them is really good for just, you know,
For just flow.
For guest flow through them. For one thing, it's good to be able to get to it on, like, no matter what side you happen to be on. But if you're if you're going somewhere and hitting the bathroom on the way, you can go to the bathroom and, like, through one entrance, come out the other side, and you're right there where you're trying to go. Which
I actually don't like when there's like a different entry and exit point that are like in two different locations. Because if I'm like waiting for somebody outside of a bathroom and then they like show up around the corner and I'm like, where did you go? Or in Mike's case, he'll like come try to sneak up on me because I didn't see him come out of the same doorway that he went in.
Oh my gosh.
no,
Yeah,
I
didn't think about
I
that.
just like that for being able to get somewhere, or perceive yourself to be getting somewhere quicker by doing that.
Yeah.
You know,
It saves you 2 seconds, but you know.
But in my mind, it was 20 minutes. Yeah, that's really it. Like,
I'm trying to think of any like European bathrooms that stand out to me.
Wallaby, Belgium has themed bathrooms. I do remember that.
Really? That's kind of shocking to me.
I do kind of remember the ones back by Tikiwaka
Mm.
being a little bit themed.
I definitely remember.
I don't remember
them.
anything there.
I can't remember exactly how they were themed, but I definitely remember them being better. The ones by Conda are themed, appropriately to the jungle and
I
stuff.
think I did use those.
It has some really, really like nice, just subtle audio playing in there as well. Bathrooms with audio is something that I do really appreciate. Well, ambient audio. The bathrooms nearby the kids coaster. I can't remember what the kids coaster is called, but those bathrooms were.
Oh, the like
No. The bathrooms nearby. What's the Schwarzkopf Looper called? Turbine.
Psych Underground.
Psych. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's Turbine now.
It's Turbine. Yeah. You know which one I mean. The bathrooms nearby there. They're nicely just themed off as well, and I think there might be some nearby Mikhile, which are nicely done as well.
Mikhile. I've never heard it pronounced that way.
Megalodon. Yeah,
I've been wondering for the longest time how you pronounce this damn word. Because I'm hearing everyone say Megalodon, and I'm like, what are you even saying? What?
Because like the actual shark is called a megalodon.
Right. Yeah.
So Megalodon.
And it was then that I realized I've never actually heard that word in reference to the shark. Obviously, never actually heard that word said out loud.
Yeah, I was pronouncing it wrong too, and then I got corrected like 4 different times. I think I said it wrong on the podcast, and I think someone who was on here was making fun of me. That's fine. I'm easy to make fun of.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
It's fine. I can make a joke.
So, one thing I didn't think about in terms of location is like bathrooms that are right under coasters. And I can think of a couple, but like Ride to Happiness and then also Sky Rush. And it's a little unnerving sometimes when you hear the coaster above you.
Also, that one under Sky Rush is like one of the worst bathrooms ever.
Yeah.
So unnecessarily crowded all the time, and it's in like such a corner.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's so silly to me.
I just remember taking selfies with Gabby in that bathroom. So
I love that.
when it was pouring down rain.
Yeah, there are definitely some good ones. I feel like we gotta shout out Cedar Point for redoing the Magnum ones. They look good. Or they might even be new bathrooms. I don't know. They're good. I
think they redid the Siren's Curse bathrooms too this year.
Yeah, like redo them. Give us better bathrooms. Give us clean bathrooms.
Which in that same vein, on one of my like worst bathrooms, the Gemini bathrooms.
Oh, I've been in
Well,
there
they're
before.
very, very similar to the one I mentioned at Kings Island, where they're just, it's a big space, not much taken up, like not much being used. And they're just old and outdated.
Yeah, I have a lasting memory from going to Cedar Point in 2019. We had just said, me and my friend Chaz, we had just said bye to a couple of other friends who had to leave to go back home, and I went to the bathrooms next to Raptor, I think it was, and they were terrible. Like
Those ones are
just like I made that decision. Of like, this is not acceptable.
like those
like,
ones
these
are
bathrooms are horrific.
those ones are very old.
Yeah,
But people forget that they're back there, so they're always empty.
yeah. It's like they were bad. I think
they're
I've gone back
great.
to use those bathrooms since then, and they've been much better. So they probably redid those as well. But like at that time, they were. I was just like, this is I can't stand for this injustice.
Yeah.
Oh, I just randomly remembered really nice bathrooms that were shocking to me, and that was at Idlewild. I think it was
Yeah,
Idlewild.
Idlewild had some really nice ones.
It had like a carousel horse in there or something.
Yeah, those were the ones that were like just recently redone.
Oh, that's so cute, like a carousel horse in
Yeah,
there.
and it was like really pretty painted walls with like different shades of blue. It was
Is that
so
the
nice.
weird little park in PA?
Yeah,
Right outside Pittsburgh.
I was gonna say, I've not been to Idlewild.
Yeah, I passed it, but I decided not to stop.
It's a very interesting place.
Also at Cedar Point, the Grand Pavilion bathrooms. They're small, but they are very, very nice.
They're so nice, but they are. Yeah, I always wait in line at that bathroom. Yeah. I feel like somewhere that can do better, like overall, is Universal. Like Epic is good, but I feel like there's not like a single good bathroom at Islands.
The one, yeah, Islands. I could not come up with any.
Yeah.
The Seuss ones aren't bad.
Yeah, but they're
Those
not
are
good
one of the
either.
better ones.
The ones by Confisco Grill.
Oh yeah,
those
like
ones are decent.
they're not bad.
I mean, honestly, the best ones in IOA are probably the Harry Potter ones.
Yeah, but you're definitely waiting in a line.
Oh yeah,
you're not getting in there quick.
And you also have
be
to
shocked if you don't wait in a line for those.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have to walk through Hogsmeade. It's like, unless you're doing stuff in Hogsmeade, let's be real, that's the worst part of the entire park.
It is.
Why did they build it so small? You have Harry Potter, build it bigger.
Yeah. I don't even think they saw how just how popular that area was to become. I think they would have been able to like have an idea of just how busy it would be. I don't think they saw it being as like hellishly busy as it become. But anyway, the ones in Marvel superhero whatever, next to Hulk and the food spot next to Hulk as well, like the bathrooms in between they're not like anything special like thematically or anything like that, but they're good enough because it's capacity. I'd never have to wait to get in those. There's enough space. They're just solid.
I genuinely can't think of like any Universal bathroom in particular.
The one that I marked down is Jimmy
I was going to say, Mike, do you have like a priority list of what makes a good and just in terms of functionality, like a good theme park bathroom?
I mean, the biggest thing is just finding one that's a quieter bathroom, just because it's going to be less crowded.
So then, does that go into like location is key in the sense of you don't want it to be like you want people to be able to find it, but you also don't want it to be just
it's kind of
so
hidden.
like out there in the middle of everything to where it's like everyone knows exactly where it is and everyone just converges
Like
on
I've
that.
got a couple examples I've got. Have you've been to Disneyland, Mikhile?
In California?
Yes.
No, I have not.
So over
It's on my bucket list.
kind of near, I really don't know what they call this area. It's where like Goofy Sky School is and all that. There's a set of bathrooms over there. They're kind of, if you look for the signs, you see the signs saying they're there. But they're just kind of tucked back behind a restaurant.
Okay.
So there's signs saying they're there, but people don't know they're there. Same with what is it? American Adventure at Epcot.
Oh, those ones are
Like
kind of good.
because those ones they're off. Like you've got the what is it? Regal Eagle, the smokehouse,
Yeah.
and you have to go out like the side door and go down kind of a hallway, and they're back behind the restaurant. So like
They
you know they're there.
I don't think they let you go there anymore. I think they closed them off.
Did they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that now back there is only a companion bathroom unless they reopen them. But I think that they were closed while they were like they were open while they were redoing the other bathrooms. I would check because I would double check, but I'm pretty sure that they were just like that was just another access to the other bathrooms
I
when they were
also
redoing
haven't been to Disney since 2020. So
Yeah, I think that there was some kind of construction or something when they were open there. But now there's just like two companion bathrooms back there, and then on the other side, I don't think you can get to those anymore. But I really liked those ones too.
yeah, those ones were really good. But yeah, at
Um,
Disney at studios, the Universal Studios, I also had the Jimmy Fallon bathrooms
yeah, those are good ones.
because they're kind of in a prime location, but they're so big that it's kind of hard to not
I
have
know
room.
I've used those, but I can't remember what they're like.
Unless it's Horror Nights. Horror Nights, those ones are horrendous.
Yeah, because of the location.
Yeah.
I feel like just any bathrooms during any Halloween event is just
Yeah, just a write off. Yeah.
just don't go to the bathroom those nights.
Yep.
What else do you have on your list, Mike?
The only other good one that I have is the one you referenced earlier, Alice in Allison Alice in Wonderland bathrooms.
Tangled bathrooms.
Alice
No.
in Wonder bathrooms.
I referenced the tangled ones.
No, when we talked about the video that started this whole idea.
Oh, those
The Alice
okay.
in Wonderland
Disneyland.
bathrooms.
Gotcha.
Yep.
It has my name in it. So.
On my first trip to Disneyland, those were kind of my go-to bathrooms if I was over on that side of the park. Just because they were nice bathrooms.
Um, sorry,
and then-
I got distracted. The bathrooms that I really like. I don't know why I just thought about them. There are these bathrooms by Voltron, and I don't know why they put them there, but there's signs all over, and they're like, do you know when you're like over by Voltron and they have the car?
Are they the ones tucked way back? You have to go past the car?
They're like tucked way back past the car, but they're also like a temporary.
Yeah. I remember John, Mike, and I went back to those, and I remember we had to stop and look at the car when we went over to those.
Yeah, but they're like not a real bathroom. They're like
Yeah, they're like the trailers.
It's a trailer. Yeah,
But they're
it's
still nice.
so weird. They are kind of nice, but they're also maybe the weirdest bathrooms I've ever had.
They're
in my
probably
life.
still nicer than like most Six Flags bathrooms.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely, because they're really clean. So that's good at least. But Europa Park has such good bathrooms. Other than I have one gripe with Europa Park bathrooms. One gripe. At the Europa Park resorts, I hate that they don't use actual paper towels. They use those like cloth towels that you have to like.
Where it,
move.
like,
Oh, I
keeps heating.
hate them. I hate
Those
those.
are so weird.
I hate those. They're so if a cloth is wet, I'm not gonna use it to wipe my wet hands.
But also, you're supposed to pull it down, but like I'm touching like where someone else. Like, what if they didn't wash their hands well,
Yeah.
and now I'm touching where they dried their hands?
Like, it'd be one thing if
Like-
it automatically like fed, but still, it's just such a weird concept.
But it's just like you pull that cloth right because it's obviously on a cycle and it's the same. It's eventually going to be the same cloth. So when you pull it round, you're going to pull it back to a point that's still damp.
I think it's on a roll where
Yeah,
eventually
like,
it won't pull anymore, and it'll just
Yeah.
stop working, and then they have to come swap it out.
it has like I'm pretty sure it has like a clean and a dirty area, and it's like a continuous roll. It's not like, or it's not continuous roll. Sorry, it's like once you finish the one, it's gone. I'm pretty sure they do end like you're getting clean one every time, but you still are touching the same cloth that someone else used. I don't like it.
Speaking of weird toilet things,
just put in air blades. Just put in air dryers. Like just it's 2026.
The ones where you like put your hands down into it and everything just falls off. I like those.
I like those too.
Yeah.
But speaking of weird bathroom things, this was not theme park related, but Chicago, I think it was at O'Hare, they had like very similar to like the hand towel thing with the toilet seat cover. Like, you know, like the cover you would put over the toilet seat. It had like a feeder that would just continually feed it around.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, it was weird.
Wait, what? A toilet, like just like what? It just puts on a new toilet seat cover every time it's used.
It's like a. Let's see if I can send you this picture. It's so weird.
I'm very confused.
It like feeds the. It like feeds it through. It's so weird.
Like the toilet seat, like
the
the
actual like
picture?
cover of it. So it's plastic.
I'm lost.
It's almost like
I'm so confused.
Here.
Yeah, I'm looking it up too.
I was gonna say, open this link I'm posting in the. I just posted a link in the chat. Yeah.
Okay.
It was such a weird thing the first time I saw it.
Oh, that is weird.
So like you press the green button and it'll automatically move it the length of the toilet seat.
That's honestly so nice though, because do you know how day ruining it is when I am not a squatter. I think it's for the week. I will just clean the toilet seat. I have wipes with me usually, but sometimes I'm like rushing and I'll just take a quick look. And do you know how like awful it is when I like walk into the bathroom and I'm in a rush and I look and it looks like nothing's there and I sit down and my butt is wet. I'm about to walk out of that stall throwing hands. Like
it was such a weird thing to see the first time.
I just don't understand.
The amount of times I've walked into a cubicle, seen that there's all kinds of whatever on the toilet seat, and just turned right back. Like, I'm good.
Yeah, yeah. I've done that a ton too. But also, did you just call it a cubicle?
Yeah, he did.
What are you working in it?
No, I'm British.
Okay. Go back.
I speak proper English.
Oh.
That was rude. I stopped myself. It was really bad. No, we call them stalls here.
Oh well. I said you lot in the Buzz Bars Discord, and Marcus almost lost his wig at that.
He almost lost his wig.
I mean, that's fitting because Marcus probably could wear a wig.
I'm living for this British slang we're getting in here.
I don't know if lost his wig is British slang, but it's
I mean, I've never
What I
heard it
say.
from an
Yeah, I had
American.
never heard it before you just said that. So
British enough for me.
What was the conversation we were having about when I was in Epic Universe taking photos and you were and you were
Oh,
telling me
I
about
messaged you on I messaged you on WhatsApp, right?
yeah.
I messaged you on WhatsApp and you were like, "Why did you message me on WhatsApp?" And I was like, "I figured that you were European enough." You were like, "Yeah, I think maybe I'm
And I was
European."
yeah. And I was like, I live in Canada. I'm basically fake European at this point.
Yeah, at least not French.
uh,
Sorry, no
that
offense
was
to the French
that
people
was
that are
funny.
cool.
I think
I
that's
don't even
pretty
know
much
if we have
all of
many French
my.
listeners.
I think that's pretty much all of my listings for the best bathrooms. I did have an honorable mention for best bathrooms, being it's outdated, but the bathroom near the Blue Man Group Theater. That's if you go in there, you can still see the slime
Oh,
tiles on the floor from when it used to be Nickelodeon Studios.
Okay, that's kind of awesome though.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that one's pretty cool.
Okay, slime bathroom tile.
I have to give a shout out to the Hard
Yeah.
Rock Hotel ones. The Hard Rock Hotel ones at Universal might be some of the like fanciest bathrooms. They have like sitting and getting ready areas where you can like sit with in front of a mirror.
Yeah,
Oh.
Allison, just look up on Google Nick Studios bathroom.
Oh, I found a picture.
Yeah.
Is it
That's
like
posted in the.
is it
It's
like
Like
posted
almost
on
under
like
Reddit and under
pixelated
millennials.
tile?
Yeah. It
Yeah,
looks
yeah, yeah, I found it on
like
Reddit.
the tile underneath the
Is that one Weasel?
two or three stalls is all green like
Yeah.
slime.
That's so cool.
That's
Yeah.
actually so cool.
Cuz yeah, that whole building used to be Nick Studios. So yeah, that is just one of I don't know how often you can actually get down in there. I think it's usually kind of blocked off. Typically during like the Orlando Informer events you can use that because they have that path right there is where the cut through is. Or I guess I don't know where they're going to do the cut through now, but there
Yeah,
used to
right
be a
now
cut through
everything's
path
closed
through there
because of
that went between the
construction.
two parks for the Informer nights.
Yeah, right now everything's closed back there for the construction. Like you can't
Yeah,
even walk beside Hard Rock. So
yeah. So hopefully those bathrooms survive.
yeah, those are some cool bathrooms.
Yeah, it's a very if you don't know it's there, you'd never guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when you look at the Nick studio or that building, you'll see like there's a set of stairs that go up to an upper level. That was all the Nick Studios building.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
God, it was a
Yeah.
dream of mine to get slimed at Universal.
Me too. Like as a kid. Oh. If I could tell that same kid that I go to Universal like more times that some people do in their entire life. Well, some people don't go at all. Then most people go in their entire life. He'd be wild.
Yep.
And
like
now
me.
we just have Nickelodeon Universe. Like,
Yeah, it's like me telling my baby coaster enthusiast self that you'll eventually just start doing day trips to Cedar Point.
yeah, crazy. Yeah,
Yep.
insane. The yeah, yeah. I also really like the bathrooms all the way. Like, if you're at Epcot, you have like the Epcot bus station, but then you have like the extended bus stations. And when you're going to the extended bus stations, there is a bathroom like all the way on the exit area that way.
I
And
forgot
it is
about
like
those.
old school Epcot. Like it brings me back to like the 80s and the 90s Epcot. I like those bathrooms a lot too. I think that's part of the reason I loved the Wonders of Life Pavilion bathrooms too, because they were like really old school feeling. Because that whole entire pavilion was really old school. But I like those ones a lot because they bring me back to OG Epcot.
I like that Jen's just like slowly falling more and more into her bed.
I know.
I was
If I'm being
gonna say
so
something.
real, the dog is like head off the bed. Like she's not like belly up yet, but she's really relaxed. And if this dog yells at me anymore today, I might lose it. So I'm really just kind of hoping that she thinks that I'm asleep enough that she'll just stay there and sleep. But I'm afraid that if I move and she thinks that I might be getting up, that she's going to scream. I am controlled by this dog.
It's a good thing she's cute.
Yeah. She's kind of cool. But she has a favorite ride. She has a favorite bathroom. At Disney, guys, service dog areas at Disney, they kind of like, there are service dog areas, but the rule is technically that they're allowed to go anywhere. Like on any grass or any whatever, as long as you clean up after them. And her favorite bathrooms were right outside of Epcot before the security. She went to the bathroom every single time there. They were
The
her
world
favorite.
is her bathroom.
Yeah, she loved that bathroom. She could see all the people going into security. She could get a nice. I really liked because it was really public and people could see how awkward it was when she's pooping and her back is like really unnatural. I like to scar everyone with seeing a corgi poop at least once in their life. It's weird.
I don't think I'm gonna Google search that one.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture. She also does this really funny thing where she squats and lifts her legs at the same time, which, like, quite honestly, girl, that's impressive.
I mean, it's like Nemi, where he perches himself on the side of the litter box and like arches his back.
He's like standing straight up when he goes to the bathroom. It's so weird.
That's so funny.
That's how we can always look over and see what he's using the litter box
That's how you know
for.
he's a guy.
Yeah, those are Soki's favorite theme park bathrooms, I think. She also really liked the area in SeaWorld because it was like kind of secluded, so sometimes I let her get off leash. Just like run around for a minute. Yeah.
You know, you would think I would remember the SeaWorld bathrooms considering I worked there for a summer. But I don't.
I mean, they're nothing to write home about.
I guess I most often use the ones across from Journey to Atlantis.
That just reminded me of the Italy bathrooms in Busch Gardens, Williamsburg.
Are they nice?
They are super nice. Yeah. At least compared to I'm trying to think of the other bathrooms in that park.
The Germany bathrooms, like connected to Fest House, are nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. They are good. The ones in Festa Italia by Tempesto are trash. Like, they are the worst bathrooms in the entire park. Yeah, the Italy ones are nice. The Fest House ones are nice. The ones in France are nice, but really small. Like, really small. They're annoying to use. I cannot think of any others.
I only remember the
only notable ones, I think. But the ones in Italy are super nice. Yeah. And they have the Dyson Airblades that are connected to the... What word do you want me to use? Faucet?
Yeah, they're like the ones in Grand Pavilion at Cedar Point.
Yeah.
Where it's got like the faucet, the soap dispenser, and the...
It's the tap.
Tap.
It is a tap.
Oh
sure.
Yeah. He's not wrong.
Those are really nice, though. I feel like they don't make a huge mess, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than walking into a bathroom and it's just bad. Like, just messy.
You just walk in, you're like, no.
Yeah, it's not... I feel like there's sometimes at Disney where I walk into every bathroom and I'm like, this is actually awful.
I mean, on this whole topic, I consulted my dad because he's been to Disney.
He did field research.
He talked multiple people, to be fair.
I tried to talk to Josh and Kyrie in typical Kyrie fashion.
Oh, you guys should have
never
got
even
Kyrie on
responded.
this.
You should have asked Kyrie where he
We
went
should have
to
brought
No,
Kyrie
because-
in for this episode.
Skyline
Because
Beans.
you put Kyrie on it, and somehow bathrooms turns into a whole 3-hour conversation about Kanye's newest album, and
Yeah, we don't need that.
yeah, exactly.
Did they provide
But-
any useful information between the two of them?
Not
or
a
no?
bit.
Okay.
Not a bit. None of them did. My dad was like, "Yeah, I don't know. I can't really think of any that jump out at me." It's like they're all nice down there. I'm like, cool. Thanks for your help. Thanks for your help.
There are
Dad.
Yeah, good
definitely some that are better than others at Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the Animal Kingdom ones, like none of them are really stand out at all. I can't think of a single one that is like
No,
I feel like
they don't always stand out, but they're just at least
I feel like
they're
inconsistency.
just all
in bathroom-
consistently nice.
I feel like
They're consistently just clean.
I don't know if I want to edit any of that out of y'all just saying the word inconsistent and consistent on top of each other like that.
how many times did Mike have to say it again after Mikhile?
There's some consistent inconsistencies
Ugh.
here.
I'm just gonna leave that all in. I don't even care.
Yeah,
What?
please do.
Mikhile, what are you saying?
I'm saying inconsistency in bathroom quality annoys me more than I feel like it should. Why is one bathroom in a park beautiful, or like 2 or 3 like beautiful, and then like you have 2 that are just like inoperable by human beings? Like, what are we, like why are you taking so much better? Why are you taking so much better care of like a few of them than others, and why is one so much more just like well presented?
I don't feel like I've noticed that so much at Disney. Definitely noticed that at other parks, but Disney typically seems to do a pretty good job, I felt like.
No, I feel like there are definitely better ones than others. Like the Tangle bathrooms, I feel like are usually pretty clean, but then like almost any other bathrooms in the Magic Kingdom are not good. The ones on Main Street are like consistently the worst bathrooms on the property. In my opinion.
Which
Disgusting.
ones? Like when you come in to the left over by guest services?
Yeah,
Yeah, those ones are pretty rough.
yeah, and then the other like the Adventureland ones tend to be pretty dirty. Like I don't know. I think it's more crowd levels and like which ones are like because the Tangled ones. I don't know. Unless you're walking through that little area, area is small. People aren't like hanging out over there.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
And then that's also just contributing to like there being like overcrowding at the actual good bathrooms because everyone
Yeah.
knows where the horrible ones are. Like there
But
needs
that
to be,
also
there needs to be
goes
there needs to
with-
be a consistency.
but that also goes with one of
Through-
my bathroom
throughout the whole
tips.
Bathroom tips from Mike.
Yes, avoid bathrooms near the entrance
Okay.
because there's so many people coming in and out of the park going through those bathrooms. And especially avoid them
Those are
at opening and
the
near
ones that
close.
should be the biggest.
They
Yeah.
should be. And they should be the ones getting cleaned the most often,
Yeah.
but they're not always.
But don't ever skip the ones outside of Islands of Adventure because those are actually the nicest ones in the whole park.
Outside of islands?
Yeah, they're like tucked in the
like
corner.
right outside?
Yeah, they're like back where the will call booths used to be, like
Oh,
like-
those ones.
bathrooms.
right
and
of the
then will call
entrance.
booths. Yeah, like right
Yeah,
at
those
the-
ones are nice.
Those ones are so nice. Mikhail has no idea.
I don't think I've used those.
It's literally right next to like the ticket booths. Like you walk through the ticket booths and then get to the entrance.
Right,
so it's
yeah.
like right
I
next to the
think I
ticket-
can like I know where I know where you mean. I just don't think I've paid attention to.
Yeah, they're
their
very nice.
existence.
I like those ones a lot.
Don't think I've ever needed the bathroom at that point.
Yeah, I'm usually just like, let me just get into the park. I'll go in there.
Well, yeah, that's what
in
everyone
the
does.
park.
And then you go to the ones at the back, and then they're really busy, and they have a big line, like the ones in the park. But if you go to the ones right out front of the park, they're really clean and they're really nice. I like them a lot. I've gone to the bathroom many times in those ones. I think. Does anyone have any more?
I do have one more that I've heard stories about, but I have not partaken in. Is there's some ones at Blackpool where the word trough was used on multiple occasions, and I just don't even want that.
Oh, the old trough bathrooms. Yeah, I remember. God, where?
I just remember hearing about those at Blackpool.
Like in Pleasure Beach?
Yeah.
I remember going in those. Where the hell?
I don't remember where they were because I still don't know where anything was in that park.
Hold on, I'm pulling.
I haven't been to
As he's looking, there was actually, I've never been to it, but there's apparently this zoo in Belgium that's like you could stay and like your rooms are like up leading up to the enclosures and stuff. But they have one of the bathrooms in the zoo is like underwater, and you can there's fish swimming around you.
Oh, they were in between Big One and Big Pizza Kitchen.
Sure.
Do you keep the log?
No, I remembered seeing them going in there and everybody talking about how it just had a trough.
Like, I feel like more people went into that bathroom just to like
see the trough.
The trough.
That's just like an old school thing.
Like, I was gonna say, so like when you say trough, you mean like a urinal trough where it's like literally just like the wall and
where like 5, 6, 7 people are peeing into the same trough.
Yeah. That's like 19th century type stuff.
Yeah, Wrigley Field, unless they've changed them since I went there, Wrigley Field still had those.
That's incredible.
Wait, so where do you stand? Isn't there like etiquette of where you're supposed to stand at the urinals? Where do you stand in that situation?
So imagine there's like a line of urinals on the wall, and people are standing at each individual urinal. Now replace those individual urinals.
Yeah, no, I understand, but like when you walk into the bathroom, there's like isn't there etiquette of like
unspoken etiquette, right?
Yeah, there's like an unspoken etiquette of which urinal
you're supposed to be, but it's kind of hard to have.
Which is why I never used these.
Like what? Usually,
I can't take it when I'm at an individual urinal and someone's using the one next to me.
I posted a link to a picture.
I'm not doing it.
So what I'm hearing is that you know about the unspoken etiquette without knowing about the unspoken etiquette.
That looks just like something from a jail.
Yeah, they're weird. Those are the more updated ones that they put in at Wrigley Field.
Oh,
those are modernized. Yeah, those are modern.
Mikhile, if you go up to this, if there's a man standing here and they're going to the bathroom, how much space do you have to leave between?
How close is too close?
I'm going to as far to the other side as I possibly can.
Okay, so what if there's someone all the way on the other side and this man is like kind of in the middle, but like off to the opposite side a little bit? Where are you going?
Then I'm going to another bathroom.
Now there were stalls in this bathroom too.
Straight up. And if there is no other bathroom, then if it makes you feel any better, I'm using a stall.
You mean
they are
a cubicle?
They are some of the weirdest bathrooms you will ever see.
Yeah, that seems wild. That seems like such a weird way. Like they're just like trying to save money. So it's like, here you go, guys, pee together. Except none of you are peeing together because there's this unspoken etiquette.
And they're not cheap.
Well, I
saw one pop up on Amazon. $1,000.
That's crazy.
What the hell were you searching on Amazon to come across that?
No, I searched it on Google to find the picture, and an Amazon link, like it comes up with a picture that's one for sale on Amazon. I'm like, what?
Wait, what's for sale exactly? Like
you can buy the trough. Yeah. Do we need to put one in the bathroom upstairs?
No, there's no room.
This bathroom's just gonna be like a trough.
Hey, you said you
For
wanted
all of-
you said you wanted a Klugheim themed bathroom.
I would much rather have that.
We're gonna theme it to Blackpool instead.
No. I mean, if anything, I talked about theming the guest bathroom to Mako.
Oh my gosh.
I actually had plans to like get a Mako poster and paint it like purple and teal.
Oh, cute.
All I can think
Right.
of is it's like World War time where they weren't trying to like add convenience into the application of bathrooms in the early 1910s or 1940s or whatever.
Yeah. Well, since we're on the topic of
Definitely
terrible
not
bathrooms, I have some other entries.
Oh gosh. I have
So-
a list.
You have a list for terrible bathrooms.
No, I'm saying like
She was
that's
mom.
kind of your thought. You're like, I have a list.
Yes, I have a list. Not terrible, but Allison, did you go in the bathrooms at what was that called? The place near Chicago. People's Choice Family Fun Center.
Oh yes. Yes.
Those were certainly bathrooms of all time.
Yes.
They weren't like
Like I'm exercising
I
my
took a
people's
video
choice
of-
to get the hell up out this bathroom.
I
yes.
took a video in there actually, if I remember right.
They were certainly a bathroom of all time. Like the way there was still a urinal stuck on the wall, but it was blocked off by walls because they had to move some of the like plastic walls to make a handicap stall.
God.
That was during the OSHA cred run, right?
Yeah. And there was like one spot where there was a urinal like facing straight ahead, and then there was another one to your left facing to your left. Like they were on two separate walls angled. It was very, very weird. That place also had a casino in it.
Yeah.
Like it had all the kids games, and then there was another spot that said something about you must be 21 or up to enter, and actually had like legit slot machines. It was an FEC of all time.
I know I took a video of the stalls in there. It was so weird.
Another one that you already kind of mentioned, the ninja bathrooms at Magic Mountain.
Yeah.
The bathrooms looked like they were abandoned just like everything else on that hillside. Superman, abandoned. I think there used to be a restaurant there, abandoned. The tower, abandoned. Like, everything was abandoned, including the bathrooms, because they were terrible.
Kyle, I just sent you a video of one of the stalls from People's Choice. It makes zero sense.
Do I even want to see this?
I also, which John Mike reminded me of this one, Camden Park.
Oh gosh. I meant to mention that earlier.
The bathrooms looked like a bomb went off inside of them. They were like all ripped apart and
Wait, what the hell is going on in this video?
Right?
Exactly.
Wait, it's not even making sense. Like,
Exactly.
are you standing in the cubicle when you took this, or
No, this was in like the main area.
and there's just a massive pillar
door
in the way of
that
the
doesn't
door,
connect to
so the
anything.
door can't close.
Yeah. Also, I will give props to People's Choice. They had a condiment cow.
Yeah, they did.
It was the only. Remember at IAPA they had the cow that like each of its udders is like a condiment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They had
That's fun.
that is the only place I have ever seen one in person.
Yeah, I've not seen one in like actually in person either.
Somebody
I
was
wanna buy
actually dumb enough to
one.
buy one of those.
I want to buy one.
But yeah, the Camden Park bathrooms were horrendous. Like that park in whole is well, I can't say the primary word, and it's garbage. It smells like the sewage plant. Like it is just like how it smells, the sewage plant across the street. It
Yeah.
smells rough, and the whole park is rough, and the bathrooms are even worse.
It's pretty much all I've heard about Camden, to be honest.
It's a fun park, but
So like how much value do you personally put on amusement park bathrooms like being like creatively themed and stuff?
it's
Like,
neat to see, but it's more about function than it is about how themed they are.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because
I feel like the theming's really fun, but it's more like, is it clean? Is it nice? Is it designed well?
yeah,
Are
because
there
like
automatic toilets?
the degree
'Cause that would
to
work.
which a bathroom is like integrated into its themed land is not something that I give much thought to at all. Just in certain cases, like with the Kluckheim bathroom and Ruckberg bathrooms, it's like, oh wow, you really did cross every T and dot every I with this area, didn't you?
Right.
So like it's cool when it's there, and if you do include like little bits of things to like uncover, like with the hidden Tutankhamun, then it's there when I appreciate that. Like I appreciate it when it's there, but it's not something I see as a requirement
Right.
Yeah.
for satisfaction.
I feel like not as much in like an amusement park. It doesn't bother me as much, but the whole entire point of a theme park is it's bringing you into these lands and it doesn't want to break the immersion. So to put like a generic bathroom in the middle of like a very immersive land,
It would take you out of
and
it, yeah.
break that immersion.
Yeah.
So like I feel like you almost don't want to go over the top where you break the immersion the opposite way, because it's like, wow, this bathroom is insane. But I
yeah.
I also feel like you don't want to put like standard, like,
You want to keep it on the same level.
exactly, or even a little less, but not to the point where I'm just like,
Okay, why have I
I'm
just walked into a
removed.
hospital bathroom?
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to be removed from the immersion. So like going into Super Nintendo World and having that under the water area, because I'm still very immersed in the land even though I'm in a bathroom. And then like How to Train Your Dragons is way less in your face, but like tapestries on the wall and a map of Burke, and the colors match the theme and match the land, like things like that. Also, give me somewhere to put my beer.
Yeah.
So I just shared
Give me a shelf, like
Give me a shelf for my beer.
behind the
Yeah.
toilet, or like a window ledge or whatever.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Honestly, just please have a hook on the door.
I
Well,
just
that too. I
shared
really
Yeah.
do that.
a TikTok that I found of one of the. It looks like this one's been kind of fixed up a little bit. It's not terrible, but the Camden Park bathroom.
Oh my gosh.
Like some of the doors still have like the little latch from where you had to put a coin in to open the bathroom.
Yeah, that's crazy.
God.
Absolutely nuts.
Decent bathrooms, though, to me are kind of important to my park experience, because I just feel like if I go into a bathroom and it is gross and I don't have any other options and I have to use it, like that will ruin my day. Because either I'm going to hold and not go to the bathroom when I need to go to the bathroom, or like I'm going to remember the disgusting bathrooms. Like I think of Knoebels. Like I love that park, but I literally plan my days around the potential of leaving the park to go to Sheets to go to the bathroom. Like, that's like crazy that I have to plan my day around that, especially when it's cold out. I'm leaving. I'm going to Sheets.
See, I just am someone who I don't like going to the bathroom in parks, so I want to have a semi-decent bathroom experience so I don't just like hate everything.
Yeah. I just need it to be clean and good. Also, like, I don't know, if I'm going for a longer bathroom time, not at my house, I would like it to be like fairly comfortable.
Yeah.
So I don't have my squatty potty in the park. At least make it comfortable in other ways.
I don't want to feel like the walls are caving in on me while I walk through that. But yeah, that's really it. This was educational for me in terms of just thinking about like the thematic value of a theme park bathroom. But it's not
And
something
I really feel like I'm impressed we were able to stump Mikhile on a topic. I'm kind of impressed we were able to stump you on a topic. Like I'm kind of shocked. I feel like you usually notice a lot. Like you're very observant. So like it's kind of shocking to me that we got you on a topic, even though it's a silly topic. Like I'm shocked.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think of like what other things
I have one more bathroom story to share.
This is gonna keep going. I have one more bathroom story.
This one, luckily,
10:45.
Oh, this one, I don't know if I've told you this one, Allison.
Oh,
luckily, no. I know my sister does not listen to the podcast because she might kill me if she did.
Something. Okay.
So she was small enough. She was still in diapers. So this is she's now 31. So this was probably well over 25 years ago now.
You've had your time.
Oh,
you can tell this story now.
So we were at Disney. We're having lunch, dinner. We're eating at the Germany restaurant. And we always joke, somebody must have slipped her some sauerkraut. This girl had a blowout.
Oh no.
Like my dad and my uncle took her to the bathroom. And it was bad enough. One of them stayed in there with her. The other one had to go out and find a new outfit for her.
Heck yeah.
And anytime
honestly,
I'm
that's
with
an
her,
achievement more than anything else.
Oh yeah, and that's why we always joke it was the sauerkraut, because that took some work.
I'm impressed.
It is not easy to do that. But yeah, blew out the diaper and everything. Like that is impressive.
Wow.
Perfect. I love that for her.
Well, on that note.
I think that brings us to the end of the episode. I think that's what Allison's waiting for right now.
This has been silly fun. And this is part of like why I love this podcast is because we can find creativity of bathrooms.
Yeah.
And still talk for an hour about it.
I did not think this was going to last this long. I
figured. Me neither.
To be fair, y'all did trip recaps for the first hour.
Yeah.
Even with that. Spent damn near an hour and a half talking about
we've gone almost an hour and a half on bathrooms. That by itself is kind of impressive.
This is everything I wanted for this episode. So
I feel like we're really succeeding on hitting like the niche pockets of what the theme park community will indulge themselves in.
Yeah.
If you've listened to this episode for the entire 2 hours, bravo.
Tell us your favorite bathroom.
Also, what is wrong with you?
I was gonna say.
We
Get
want to know
help.
the best bathroom.
We want to hear y'all's opinions on your favorite theme park bathrooms and what you prioritize in them.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, do we have any listener comments on their favorite bathrooms? But then I realized no one will have known that we're
No.
talking
Yeah,
about
this
this.
is a surprise.
So no listener comments this episode.
And what's funny is I think I'm going to do the call for the next episode's listener comments before this one even posts, and people are probably going to be like, "Well, where's the Monday episode? Why are you doing the next one already?" Like, there's a method to my madness.
Sometimes.
Wow.
It was such a depressed wow. Okay, I think that brings us to the end of the episode.
What a crappy episode this was.
Yeah, a real blowout.
I don't know any other like bathroom puns that I could really do.
Yeah.
Not without bleeping myself
I'm
anyway.
not the pun
Yeah,
guy.
I can't think of any more.
All right, well, I'm ready for bed, so hashtag keep thinking inverted and keep thinking of creative theme park bathrooms or something, and happy April Fool's Day, and we'll see y'all soon.
Happy April Fool's Day!
Bye.
Honor the unwritten rules.
What?
Okay, go back to your cubicle.